Hello and welcome. This is Deborah Abbott, and this is an introductory video to my new podcast series called The Awakening Leader. The purpose of this series is not only a think tank to bring thought leadership speakers together, but it's also to leave you, the listener, with a call to action. It's time. The sense of urgency is felt more and more across the world to change the paradigm of traditional leadership, and it's time now not only to think about it but to seriously move into action and face our fear. So you will see the logo of this podcast series is a dragon. Now, typically in Western culture, the dragon is depicted as an evil, a harmful creature. However, in Eastern cultures, the dragon is in fact a powerful creature. It's depicted as strength and fearlessness. And this is why I've put it up there as this logo to this podcast series. So where are we today? Well, we're 7 months in. It's September 2020. We're 7 months into this global pandemic. We're hearing a lot of second waves of lockdown, shutdown, whatever you want to call it, confinement. And it is really creating there's a huge ripple effect on across industries, across sectors. There's chaos, there's disruption of systems, there's disruption of governments and institutions. Systems, belief systems even, are collapsing. Leadership styles are becoming more and more obsolete. And this is right across the board, including obviously in organizations. So with this landscape that's erupting and this crisis that's unfolding, what's happening to our resources? Well, they're falling away. They're at risk. We are talking about the second Great Depression, for instance. So with that, this podcast series is to invite the listener to also to look inwards. Since our resources are falling away all over the place, well, what do we have left? What is it that we can still control? What is it that we can still influence? It's from the inside, because this is where we will be able to find our resourcefulness, our fire, our inner drive that is becoming more and more vital to be able to innovate and even, for businesses to survive. So today, looking at corporations, how much has really changed over the last few decades, despite all this thought leadership that's being rolled in? Why are so many corporations and organizations still cultivating a culture of sink or swim? Why are we still looking at greed, at power and control? Why are employees in organizations still encouraged to compete with one another, and that this individual competition is rewarded through performance management and individual bonuses? Why is that? Because it's all very good and well to know what you need to do, but how many people are actually stepping into action? And those that are not stepping into action, which is a great majority of us, it's due to, in my opinion, fear. And what is fear? Well, what does it do? I mean, fear, it pulls people apart. It divides people. And this is a tactic that's been used since the beginning of time to keep people under control. So from here, the awakening leaders, the fearless leaders, the leading dragons, I invite you to join my new podcast series. We have a fantastic few speakers lined up who I will be speaking with and engaging with, and they'll be sharing their wisdom and their insights into how we can actually start moving despite this fear, because at the end of the day, yes, everyone has that, and we are paralyzed. It paralyzes us and it prevents us from changing. But now is the time to change. Now is the time to stand up. Now is the time to speak up. So I look forward to seeing you online on the first podcast series next week, and there'll be more information. Just subscribe on my channel below and you'll get the invitation to the first podcast. Till then, I'll see you soon.